Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 139 of the regular season. The Astros lose 8-5 to the Seattle Mariners in a game that, well, they basically stole from us. Now, it sucks, and you'd obviously rather not have that happen, but given that we stole a game yesterday, you can kind of live with it. Would it have been nice to get a sweep? Yes. Am I going to cry over not? No, it's okay. You take yesterday's game the way you do, you can live with dropping this game. The pitching wasn't great. There were certainly some managerial miscues from Dusty Baker that all just sort of, and just general bad luck, that all sort of piled on to this sort of weird game. The weirdness started really in the first inning. There was a weird ball that just bounced off the third base bag, and then there was a ball that I'm pretty sure hit the rubber of the pitcher's mound, because if you listen back to it, it's a thud that sounds like if something hits just a big, thick chunk of rubber. That's what it sounded like. Just a... That's not how that sounded, but that's how I'm saying it did. And then that led to an Abraham Toro two-run double, which Abraham Toro has absolutely just been an Astro murderer since leaving Houston. I saw the thing during the broadcast asking, who won that trade? Which, come on now. It's been not even a full... Has it even been a full month since the trade? Like, it is way too early to be talking about this as a who won or lost it. That being said, the way Toro has been playing, the Astros really need a good postseason performance out of Kendall Graveman, given how Toro has been hitting, but it is still way too early to talk about that trade in terms of winners and losers. I thought that was a little ridiculous. Now, the Astros would start to battle back in the second inning. Kyle Tucker, a one-run double, to score Yordan Alvarez. Made it a 2-1 game. And Marwin Gonzalez, in his first start as an Astro, back as an Astro, homers. Ball into the Crawford boxes, made it a 3-2 ball game. That was pretty darn exciting. And then in the fifth, Jose Altuve homers to make it a 4-2 game. And at that point, you start to think, okay, maybe we're going to win this game. That'd be slick. You get a nice, comfortable lead. Jared Kelenic double in the seventh made it a 4-4 game. That's when you start to lose a little bit of hope. And then a 4-run ninth inning. Complete implosion by Astros pitching ended up really costing us the game. Two-run single by Jose Marmolejos made it a 6-4 game, and then a J.P. Crawford homer made it a 8-4 game. Now, Bregman would homer in the ninth to lead off the ninth inning, which makes you wonder if Blake Taylor hadn't given up the home run when he came in and just gets an out there and you're only down by 2, what happens? Because then the next three batters aren't trying to get multiple runs or 3 runs, they're only focused on 1. How does that change? It was just a bit of a bummer. There are still positives from today. The offense scored 5 runs, which isn't crazy good, but it's okay. 5 runs is fine. It's not terrible. There were certain bits of pitching that was fine. Again, I thought Jose Urquidy just basically got kind of unlucky. Christian Javier looked pretty okay. He went 2 1/3, got 3 strikeouts, gave up 3 walks, though, so that's not ideal. His FIP number is always going to be a bit higher with the walks, similar to Lance McCullers Jr. Brooks Raley had a fine inning, got a pair of strikeouts. Yimi Garcia did not look good in his little outing. Phil Maton also didn't really look great. Well, actually, Phil Maton was the one that looked... He gave up the hit that scored some runs, if I'm not mistaken. Kendall Graveman looked shaky again, but got out of it scoreless. Ryan Presley had somewhat of an implosion, giving up 3 runs, which isn't great. Blake Taylor gave up the home run. The pitching was weird. I think the managerial management of the bullpen was bad by Dusty Baker. Stop using Ryan Presley in non-save situations. That really should just be obvious at this point. It's not working. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was the Yimi Garcia thing, where Yimi Garcia was pitching, got a strikeout, and then Dusty pulled him immediately afterwards, which I did not understand, because then the next guy, Phil Maton, gave up the hit that scored, I think, a pair of runs. Yeah, it was the pair of runs on Yimi's ticket. I don't get that move at all. Yeah, there were just a couple of things that I was not a fan of. I thought the bullpen management was a little bit weird. Again, the offense, it wasn't bad, but 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position and 7 men left on also isn't going to do you any favors. It's a game that sucks, and you would have liked to have won it because there were opportunities to. But given yesterday's, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Altuve had a home run. Brantley had a hit. Yuli had a hit. Correa had a pair of them. Tucker had a pair of hits, including a RBI and a triple at some point. Bregman had the home run. And, like, there were positives from it. Marwin Gonzalez had the 2-run shot and looked pretty good. So there are positives from it. It's a game that you hate to lose because there were opportunities to, however. But I think the main things were just management and bullpen, which are kind of one and the same at that point. That's it for this series. You just kind of got to shake it off. We have an off day tomorrow, and then we take on the Angels in a 3-game set in Minute Maid, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, off day tomorrow, Friday at 8:10, 7:10 Central. The Astros play. We're going to send Framber Valdez to the mound. They have not named a starter yet, and that'll be against the Angels. Framber rolls in with a 3.08 ERA. So, hopefully, the Astros can take that series. The Angels are not great, but that seemingly is our kryptonite this year, so who's to say? Anyway, I'll be here Friday evening to talk about that. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. I might do a Jets preview. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I will be here. If nothing else, I'll be here Friday night to talk about the Astros game, and I'll see you guys then. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.